Story time. I got married at 23, divorced at 25. I married a narcissist unknowingly. However, there were signs. So we know that the Father is not the author of confusion. Not only that, pay attention to mixed signals. If you're the person that's for you, you're not going to have to convince yourself, convince your family, convince your friends. You're not going to even have to convince the Most High. It doesn't matter if he reads, he know the words, he go to church, he do X, Y, and Z. That does not matter. What matters is the fruit. What fruit is he showing? Is he lustful? What does he consume his mind with? Who is he constantly around? Who does he get advice from? How does he treat his mother? Does he have a mother wound? Does he have a father wound? Has he been married before? How does he act when he's frustrated, when he's upset? How does he treat you? All of those things matter. Narcissists are very, very undercover. It's hard to tell if it's a narcissist or not. However, you have to pay attention and not be so eager to get married. Not be so eager to settle down and be with someone. Yeah, your heart might be in the right place. You may want to do it the right way, like I did. I wanted to do it the right way. However, I wanted to do it on my timing and not God's timing. So boom, I met a man. He was in the Word. He presented himself very well, very sweet. That's another thing. Watch out for that. Also, you have to know God for yourself. You have to know Yahushua for yourself before you even get into any relationship. Don't even search for love. Don't even think about it too much until you have done self-reflecting, until you have really surrendered your life. Because if not, you're going to make that man an idol, and that's what I did. I heard this woman say, the reward for idolatry is a narcissist. And ain't that the truth? Because that's what I got. So I married the man after I was told not to, after I was told to wait, after I was told all type of things. However, I didn't want to hear it, because I had good intention. I thought he had good intention as well. And I'm like, we're doing it the right way. The way the enemy can package something together and present it like it is light, an angel of light, and be completely opposite. Once we got married, the mask fell off. I started noticing certain things in the beginning. However, I didn't want to believe it, and I'm like, maybe I know that nobody's perfect. However, y'all shouldn't be fornicating. And if y'all slip up into fornication, there should be nothing that he keep having to do and keep having to repent for. Narcissists are very sweet in the beginning. However, you have to really take the time to get to know them. I do not suggest anyone get married within 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, not even a year, because you really have to make sure you know the person that you planning on saying vows to, because once you're in it, you're in it. So pay attention to those signs. Pay attention to how he teaches you, how he corrects you, how he handles you. You give people the best version of you in the beginning. That's why time will tell. Give time. If it's rushed, it's lust. If he is love bombing you, telling you all the right things, however, doesn't manage his money well, ask you for money, ask you what's in your bank account, not really interested in getting to know your family, getting to know your friends, not really interested in certain things that matter. If he doesn't like to be questioned, you also need to ask every question in the book. Every question you can think of that you would like to ask your potential spouse, you should. And if that man does not like to be questioned, he's not a candidate. You need to get him up out of there. Not only that, gaslighting. If he makes you feel crazy, he makes you question your reality after your common sense. People say intuition. That's not it. That's confusion. Disobedience cost. And because I married that person, I dealt with the consequences. I dealt with the heartache, and I dealt with, the financial issues because of the person. I dealt with a lot, and I dealt with things that I didn't have to go through if I would have just listened in the first place. I was so absorbed in him that he became my idol. And in the Word, it says, thou shalt have no other gods before me. We have a jealous Elohim. And one thing he's not going to keep doing is trying to tell you, trying to warn you. He's going to give you over to your desires. And then you're going to soon see why he had your behind weight, like me. So I started noticing a lot of things afterward, the truth came out. And honestly, you can ask all the questions in the book, but it's not what men say, it's what they do. It's what they do. And then on top of that, if you're really in tune and you're in the word and you're connected to Abba, you're connected to the Most High, he will tell you in dreams. He will tell you in your spirit. He will tell you through other people, but you have to be in a position to hear him. I don't care if this person has all the qualities that you prayed and asked for and did X, Y, and Z. The enemy knows how to play on the things that you like. The enemy sits there and watches us. He's been watching us since we were born. So he knows what to throw at you to get you off your game. That's why I say it's important to get in that word for yourself, to fall in love with the Father for yourself. Surrender to Christ, surrender to Yahushua for yourself, so you'll be able to identify, am I compromising my faith? Am I compromising my spot in heaven just to be with this man here on earth? Don't do that. So to keep it short, do not be disobedient. Do not go against what your family sees in certain people, even in friends that you don't see, because 9 times out of 10, it's a warning for you to stop, pay attention, and go the other way.